everybody, the manga's back. Looking at part 45 of Let's Play Dynasty Warriors 3, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Alright, we're on to the second stage of Zhao Yun's Musu mode, so let's get to it.
Cao Cao's army, though massive, is but rabble. There is no need to fear. I shall depart. I leave the rest to you. We shall conjure a southern wind.
Alright, here we are, the Battle of Churbi. We're very familiar with this stage, and we are going to get familiar with it yet again. I am going to change my item, though. Instead of the Art of War, why don't I replace it with... Let's see what we got here that could be of any use to us. Let's see. I'm going to go with the Dragon Amulet, I suppose. Give myself extra Musu gauge. Bodyguards will stay the same. The conditions. We have to defeat Cao Cao to win, and as soon Xuan is defeated, if I die and run out of time, we lose. And we have 90 minutes on this map that we've seen. Many times in a row, actually. The unit info. Alright, for the allies, we have Sun Xuan with Lu Su and Ling Tong, Zhou Yu with Huang Gai and Xu Shang, Shang Pu with Zhuge Jin, Gan Ning with Zhu Ran and Zhu Huan, Tai Shise with Jiang Qin and Ding Fong, Han Dong with Dong Shi, Zhou Tai with Pan Zhong, and Mi Zhu with Zhao Yun. For Cao Cao's forces, you have Cao Cao with Chong Yu, Cao Hong, and Xun You. I read that out of order, by the way. Xiahou Yuan with Cao Ren and Yu Jin, Xu Huang with Cao Zhong and Wen Pin, Zhang Liao with Sai Mao, Xu Zhu with Jia Shu, Cao Bi with Man Chong, Yue Jin, and Li Dian. Alright, the intro.
Liu Bei, having survived Cao Cao's attack at Changban, makes a valiant stand on the Changban Bridge, allowing him to get away. Having successfully escaped, Liu Bei and his men head east towards Jiakou. Liu Bei's forces successfully escape to Jiakou to find Lu Su of the Wu army waiting for them. This meeting brings an anti-Cao force one step closer to reality. With the fate of both countries lying in the balance, Zhuge Liang heads to Wu with a message. In 208, Sun Quan finds himself wavering between battle and surrender, until Zhuge Liang persuades him to join forces in the fight against Cao Cao. With both countries joined together, the strategists Zhou Yu and Zhuge Liang prepare a plan to attack the giant Wei fleet.
Alright, let's get to it.
I will call the winds. Wait for the winds before letting the enemy come close in the place of prayer.
Alright, so like I said before, we're very familiar with this map. In fact, I think we've had it the last 3 or 4 Musu modes in a row. Ever since Zhou Yu's Musu mode, we've had the Battle of Churbi in pretty much every campaign we played so far. And I'm pretty sure there's many others that also have this map. I mean, this had to be one of the most important battles for all 3 factions, really. Like 2 of them on the same side, of course. And, of course, Cao Cao was the sole aggressor that they were all against. Alright, I remember this part being a pain in the ass because I have 2 officers to go against, and also I think there are some archers around that area. Maybe having the dragon amulet will make things a little bit easier to manage. which of these two I defeat first. And maybe I'll be able to pull it off without... Okay, well, I guess that answers that question. Maybe I'll be able to pull that off without needing to heal. But I do need it for the bodyguard, so... There you go.
The enemy officer has fallen to my blade.
Wow, I defeated Yujin and Sao Ren literally within a few seconds of each other. That's better than what I usually do on this type of encounter. But we should look for Zhao Yuan and defeat him next.
Don't fall behind.
Actually, he's right over here. How convenient.
I will strike you down.
Yeah, this is probably the last Dynasty Warriors game where Zhao Yuan actually got to use a sword. And I don't remember if he did in 6. Because each character had very different weapons than they usually have. And then in 7 and 8, they went back to the type of weapons that we're more familiar with. That made little to no sense to me, why they did what they did in 6. Even Lu Bu didn't even have a halberd anymore. He had what I think was called a cross halberd, and it just looked so dumb.
You're a better general.
To be fair, it did look better on his daughter, who was a playable character in Extreme Legends for Dynasty Warriors 8.
This wasn't meant to be.
But on Lu Bu, just stick with the halberd, man. That's his trademark.
Has fallen to my blade.
Like, seriously, like, why would you do that?
Don't fall behind.
Anyway, I'm done on that little tirade, which wasn't really much of a tirade. It was pretty tame, because I didn't hate 6 all that much.
Southeastern wind. Zhuge Liang. He's a devil.
I think my channel will be either an absolute garbage fire
Move to counterattack.
or an absolute show whenever I let's play Dynasty Warriors 6. And there is no timetable for that at all.
Ah, the wind. Now begin the counterattack. Don't be late.
That pause is very weird. Also, as soon as I said that, my morale dropped. That made no sense. This game. And you thought it was just the voice acting that was off. I think almost everything is off in this game. But, we should hit those other units from behind. Now, even I'm making these awkward pauses. Actually, why don't we defeat Li Dian first, because he's, well, right over here. Yeah, it was definitely a good idea to, like, scrap the Tiger Amulet temporarily. At least until it's at a much more tolerable level. There we go, Li Dian is down. Before we get over there, let's get back on the horse. There we go. That was a good reason why I didn't go grab that full Musu charge. Because it was going to get filled up again anyway. I know I've had these maps like several times, and it feels kind of tedious that I'm just going through all of them as I normally do. However, the thing is, I alter my route based on where I start on the map. If I was starting on the right side, I would take care of the dudes on the right first. But because I'm under Zhuge Liang's forces pretty much, I have to be on the left. It would make no sense to start me elsewhere. Actually, I think Manchong is under Cao Pi, so why don't we defeat him first? One day, Manchong will actually be a playable character. I mean, he does get used a lot in these maps. I could see him being a cunning strategist.
The enemy officer has fallen to my blade.
Oh, you're trying to hit me like that? I don't appreciate that very much.
We mustn't be outdone. Fight harder.
That's a lot of arrows I just saw there.
The enemy officer has fallen to my blade.
And luckily, most of them missed. Alright, cool. Let's just go all the way around and try to get on the horse. Okay, did I just get hit by arrows again? I'm just going to move away.
We must fight well.
And, go grab the dim sum first. See as though I'm not that far from it. Health is okay. It could be better. But it could also be worse. Oh god, that was a lot of Woof troops over there. Woof troops. Huh. That almost sounds like Goof Troop or something. Also, those, enemies did not appear until I got really close. When there's so much going on at once, like, some of them are actually invisible, and it really throws you off because of the graphical limitations. They can only fit so much on there at one time. Okay, you guys want attention so badly? Fine. Here. Eat it.
You're too deep. Be careful. The enemy officer
I mean,
has
I
fallen to my
swear,
blade.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Sun Quan sounds very British in this game. I suppose he sounds kind of British in 7 and 8 as well, if I recall. I mean, that's the kind of vibes that I got. Not that it was a bad thing, it's just something I noticed. Also, what the hell did Saimao even drop? Did I even pick it up? I don't remember if I did, actually. I'll probably have to go back to that video, unless I don't care anymore.
Show you. You are a fool to mock me.
Alright, here's Chong Yu, so we'll defeat him next.
Cao Cao is beginning to retreat.
Alright, there we go.
The
Chong Yu's
enemy
down.
officer has fallen to my blade.
Still getting a fair amount of likes on my Instagram for,
Cut
like,
off their path of retreat.
one of my latest pictures that I
We will
posted.
take Cao Cao.
Like, before a keyboarding class in school, I decided to, like, just open up Excel and then just make the cells, like, the same size as, like, their height. You know, to make them look like squares. So what I did was I colored them to look like Luigi from Mario 3. And, oh, not Mario 3, the original Mario Brothers. Why the hell is it so hard to get on a horse?
We must fight well.
Why is this horse so much taller? And, a lot of people liked it. They thought it was pretty cool, I must say. I should do that more often. Especially, like, when I got free time in class. Because I try to get a lot of my work done. And, I'm sure it'll make a lot of people happy to see that I'm taking stuff I learned in class and turn it into something cool. Or something completely irrelevant to what I'm being taught. Which makes it even funnier. I mean, you can make a swastika in Microsoft Excel if you wanted to, but I would not recommend it. And I'm not going to do any how-to guides on how to make a swastika in Microsoft Excel. It's not going to happen, guys. I mean, I don't want to commit channel suicide right now. I mean, it's bad enough I've done Barbie games and an Easter Bunny game on the PS1. And now I'm just gonna draw figures like that. I mean, really.
Good job.
I mean, next thing I'm gonna do is like, oh, I'll just see what I can cut with a 1,000-degree knife because everyone else has done it.
The enemy officer has fallen to my blade.
Oy, that's a meme now. and it just weakens your knife. That's a waste of a good knife, I'm telling ya. Okay, I still did not grab the dim sum. Did I grab the dim sum? Wait, it's over on this side. Never mind. It was hard for me to tell, like, what direction I was facing. I hate that I whip every time with that. It just looks so pathetic. Oh shoot, Wong got beaten. Alright. I want to go right. Actually, I want to go south. I mean, I love to go south, like, in real life. Like, go to a Caribbean island, even for, like, a few days. But really, I much prefer to go to Europe. Like, I'd love to go to Ireland or England. Maybe even Scandinavia would be pretty cool. Like, I have a decent fan base over in, like, Norway and Sweden. I don't know much about Finland. Like, I'm sure I've had some fans in Finland. Yeah, I did have some fans in Finland. I don't know if they're as vocal now, because I feel like back in my heyday, I had like a different fan base. Some of them are still here now, but nowadays, like the fans that are here now are still very cool. But they're probably mostly like in Canada, some parts of Europe, and the States. Of course, my largest fan base is in the States because, well, it has a larger population. And that's to be understandable. I'm not making it sound like it's a bad thing. That's just something you usually notice in your demographics. I would like to see the States at some point. I mean, I have no plans to, like, go see PAX or MagFest or anything, because I don't really do that well with very, very large crowds. And I'm pretty sure I'm not that big of a household name, that if somebody saw me at PAX, they'd be like, oh, I know you! No, they probably wouldn't, because I don't show my face that much, even though my face is shown on my Twitter. Not everybody follows me on Twitter. I mean, sometimes I've had, like, professionals follow me on Twitter. Like, you know, businessmen or lawyers or something, and I don't know why. I'm not getting sued, and I like to keep it that way. I mean, it would be very weird for a lawyer to follow you on Twitter just so they can sue you, like, 6 months later. I mean, that sounds, like, very sketchy. Watch now, I'm gonna get some fake lawyers on Twitter that will decide to sue me in exactly 6 months. And then I'll find out they're not even real. Now I start to get a little panic attack, get a little bit of anxiety, and then I hear, it's just a prank, bro. You know, it's one of the damn social experiments. Like, I've had enough of social experiments that I don't even bother to pay attention to them. Ever since that one guy that...
I shall destroy.
I did not want to fight Cao, by the way. That one guy who dressed up in drag because he wanted to show what transgender people deal with on a regular basis. So he put himself in drag and went in a woman's bathroom, even though it was very clear they knew it was a guy. And as soon as people called him out on it, they point to the camera and said, look, why are you being so transphobic? Like, look at the camera, you have now been exposed as being transphobic. But really, they knew it was a guy! So no, they're not mad at transgender people. They're mad at guys that dress up as women to go in a place where they're not supposed to go. That is normal. You shouldn't be in a woman's bathroom. Why didn't they just get an actual transgender person to do that? Why did UA Jin give me an attack boost instead of an actual stat upgrade? That offended me, I'm telling ya. Not literally, but figuratively. Oy. Anyways, here's Shuju.
You're mine.
His eyes look really small when you look at his face like that. It's almost very creepy. Don't even try it.
The enemy officer has fallen to my blade.
That's it. I quit.
Where you going? Where are you going,
Don't fall
Jashu?
behind.
Are you trying to run? I will not allow it.
The enemy officer has fallen to my
Yeah, I'm
blade.
benevolent. What's your point? I only attacked him after I spoke to him. So, in reality, I was doing the right thing. Let's go grab the Musu wine before I forget.
Lord!
Reinforcements. Press the attack.
Okay, so that's Shunyu that arrived, right? No, that's Xiahou with Shunyu. Alright.
They still have this many troops left. Don't waver. We still have the upper hand.
I still can't get over that they used the wrong spelling for waver
Don't
there.
fall behind.
Like, it should have been W-A-V-E-R, not W-A-I-V-E-R. Yes, I know I mentioned that in a previous episode, but I still can't get over that. I mean, to be fair, it's probably not a glaring error, like the wrong form of your, which is still a thing. And other times they use your when they really mean to say you.
So, they joined.
Like, really, like, you see, like, oh, kids nowadays need to be spanked again. Share if you're agree. You kind of lost me there. So, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Also, I am, like, while I do feel that sometimes kids are, well, shittier nowadays, I still don't think we should, like, go back to the old days of, like, whipping them with the belt anymore. Because, I mean, that mindset, I mean, times have changed. I mean, sometimes change is not good, but then other times change is necessary. Like, they were, like, it was acceptable back then, but it's not now. I'm not saying that we should just, you know, never spank kids. I'm gonna say it this much, and I know I'm gonna get flack for it because apparently you're not allowed to have opinions on the internet because, you know, you might risk losing some of your fan base just for being real. I'm just gonna say that it's okay to spank your kids as long as you're not using an object. Or if you're trying to break skin. Like, if you give them a light tap, or, you know, just like a quick jolt, but nothing that's a brute force, it's fine. As long as you don't make it a habit for just about every kind of error that a child does. You have to save it for when they do something pretty bad. Not something like, oh, you took that extra cookie from the cookie jar. I mean, just stash the cookies away, you know? Don't just, like, go straight to spanking.
You're a better gentleman.
Save that kind of mindset for Tinder. I mean, moving on. Seriously, don't go look for your kids on Tinder and then spank them. Your kids are not on Tinder, or at least I hope not. I mean, it is a good thing that sometimes when I'm on Tinder, I do find people that are underage. No, I'm not happy that I find people that are underage. Don't take that out of context. What I mean to say is that some of them will actually admit their actual age before you even talk to them. It's like, no, I'm not 23, I'm actually 12. Okay, they're not 12. I'll just say 15.
Great job.
That seems more accurate, and at the same time disturbing. But at least they'll be honest, rather than you, like, possibly getting up in there, and then you find out, like, oh, guess what? I'm not really honest with you. I'm actually underage. But you cannot break away from me, because then I'll tell. Yeah, have fun with that. Where is shooting you anyway? Yeah, usually when I go on a tangent about like a jailbait, I do ask where shooting you.
I am Zhao. Come, fight me.
Seriously, when I get all random, that's bringing back to my glory days of 2009, when I used to do that almost all the time, but also all the time I would swear, and it worked for a bit of time, because they wanted someone edgy. Nowadays, you can't do that anymore. Like, you can't be as edgy, because sometimes you will get called out on it, and that's acceptable. Like, people's tastes change and mature over time. That's just how it is. I mean, I still let out an F-bomb now and then, or an S-bomb, whatever you're into. S-bomb 7, that might be a pop band. But, I try to control it. You know what I mean?
How can I face Cao Cao?
Preferably on the right side of your face. Yeah, I went there. Alright, where is Zhang Liao? I suppose I still gotta fight him. His morale's at 6? Huh. He's doing better than I thought. They really need to set up some rails for this kind of ramp. It'd be so easy to fall off. I mean, clearly, like, soldier safety was not a thing at these times. I mean, the population at that time was pretty large, so you had to come up with ways to make sure that it was well under control. The ones that could not handle rails did not deserve to keep bringing kids into the world at that time. Okay, Zhang Liao's over there. Why don't I go defeat him first, and then we'll face Cao.
I, Zhang Liao, will oppose you.
I cannot get over the fact that he's still at 6 morale. Because he literally has no one left to back him up. He's by himself. I mean, these are pretty hopeless times right now, at this point of the battle.
The enemy officer has fallen to my blade.
Alright, Zhang Liao is down, so get on out of here.
I shall not die yet.
Alright, now for Cao. Which is actually in the opposite direction of where I was going. Alright. I should be able to get there from here. There should be a way to get to that ship on the right. Yeah, there is. Perfect. Looks like a lot of people are already up in there, which is nice. Whoa, okay, I completely whiffed on that guy. That was embarrassing. Whoa. No, it was Taisha So that got held back. Now I feel a little less upset. Actually, I'm not upset at all. When you go through like the same stuff in these types of maps, you're not concentrating on them as much because it's all second nature. So of course you can get away with talking about a lot of random things. Okay, dude, get. Whoa! Did you see that? He just went flying! It was like a freaking episode of Smallville. Man, that was a dated reference. Next thing you know, I'm going to talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't even watch a lot of TV. Except for maybe sports, wrestling, and sometimes Vikings. Great show, by the way. You should check it out. If you got the History Channel.
This is not the end. Until next time.
that's another victory for us. I don't think I was in any danger at all things considered. I mean, I don't think we lost anybody either. Wait, how the hell did Mijou have more morale than me? But then again, I think my general left, so I'm not even anywhere. That was weird. Or maybe I was under Mijou the whole time. I don't know. Alright, well, that was weird. Okay, that long spear might be okay, but I need to compare it first. What do I have right now? Actually, you know what? This one is still better. And that one's still better. The items. Nope. 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 In fact, I think the third one was worse than the second one, maybe by 2 levels. But, we did get over 68, 79 points. That is so weird. Those 4 numbers are next to each other, but not in exact sequential order. If you switch the 7 and the 8 around, you would have 6, 7, 8, 9. That's hilarious. And I got 316 KOs for all you Stone Cold Steve Austin fans out there. Oh, we got to Class 9, and we have 4 bodyguards this time. They are now warriors. Good for them. They earned it. So, we'll save. And I think it's time to stop the video here. So, in the next part, we are going to move on to Stage 3 of Zhao Yun's Musu Mode. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.